It's now time for NRG This Week. NRG stands for Network Referral Group. To learn more about NRG, go to their website, nrg.online. It's now time for another episode of NRG This Week.
Hey everybody, I'm Leon Thomas here with Mike Weiner. You're here for NRG This Week. Mike is the CEO and founder of Network Referral Group. Absolutely the best business networking organization in the world. Go to their website, that's nrg.online, to learn more about the Network Referral Group. Mike, what's happening good?
Hey, Leon, I am super groovy today. How are you on this whole day here in Maryland? It feels like the Arctic.
Let's see, that was super groovy. Only 2 levels of grooviness and goodness today.
The rest of me is frozen.
I see, frozen. So, all right, so we got 10, 12 inches, depending on what part of Maryland you in, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't go out on Monday to shovel the snow from my car. We just did, and we waited until later in Monday to do my wife's car. So we had to chop some ice, and just had enough energy to get her car. Energy, not NRG, but energy, like the way I did that. All right, so yesterday we decided to go move mine, right? And we were scooping and moving and moving. And it looks like the car is ready to go move out. It's like this one piece of ice it's just stuck on, and it's on a downslope with a front wheel drive. The wheels are down here, and the car's like, I ain't moving. I'm just not going. So I'm going to try it again after the show. That's all I got.
We're not used to this kind of cold. It's not just the snow and the cold. And, depending what you watch, Leon, we got a storm coming this weekend, which could give us anywhere from 0 to 36 inches. I mean, we've really got it closed down. 0 to 30. If the storm goes out to sea, we get nothing. If the storm grazes us, we get 3 to 6. If it hits right on the coast, brother, we're looking at 1, 2, or 3 feet. Does that really help us out? They say we got to wait till closer. How much closer are we going to wait? Toilet paper is out of the stores. Can't wait forever.
I'll just say this, then we'll bring on our guests. But here's my thing. I know that 15, 20 years ago, they would tell us, like today, they would say, hey, look, Sunday, you're going to get 24 inches. Get ready. And there was no doubt you're going to get 24 inches. Yeah. And 24 would come. We can put a man on the moon. We can do surgery remotely. Right? We can have the doctor in front of a computer in California doing gallbladder surgery to someone in Maryland. Right? We can put a man on the moon. We can do satellites and all that, but we can't predict the snow. Now, that's okay. I'm not saying we should be able to, but I'm just questioning, how do we go from it's going to be either 0 to 36? That's my point. Come on, gal, you nail it down. So if you're a weathercaster, call me. Let me know. What's up with y'all? What's up with that? All right, I'm done. Mike, who's our guest today?
So, Leon, we have got an amazing guest today, Brad Huff. He actually found me. He did a Google search, found NRG. I met with him and his owner, had a great conversation. They recently joined. They are out of the state of Idaho. You know what they do in Idaho? They got baked potatoes.
Oh, we're going to talk some baked potatoes then.
And I've been married 102 days, and my wife Tanya, she could take a baked potato, she could put a little cheese on it, Leon, put a little meat in it, and you have made the most incredible dinner based out of a baked potato. And Brad, we got someone who knows baked potatoes well. He's got they have a call center business He's doing really well. So, Brad, we are going to bring you out to Studio 54 because we're keeping Disco alive from New York. So, Brad, welcome to NRG this week on January 28th, 2025, the coldest week Leon and I have ever experienced in Maryland. We're not getting above freezing till Thursday. So, Brad, welcome. How are you today, sir?
Thank you very much, guys. I am absolutely marvelous.
Marvelous.
Yeah, don't you very well with us, Leon.
Yes, I remember. Yes, that was good.
We don't have the snow that you guys have, but I always tell people I like winter because I can dress for winter, but I can only take so much things off at 115 degrees before somebody calls off.
I get it. So Brad, tell me this. Let's talk about potatoes. All right. Now, I am retired from the hotel business. And one of the questions, I worked for a company called Vista Host most of my career, a third-party management company. They also were investors in some of the hotels, but primarily third-party management companies running someone else's hotels. I did a lot of things in the company, general manager, director of training, task force guy, did a lot of stuff with him. And our owner, the guy's name was Michael Harrell. He had a list of Harrellisms, questions he used to ask, things he used to say, things that you knew at his hotels you had to have. Like BBYE. Mike, what's that stand for? BBYE.
BBYE?
Yeah, BBYE.
Bacon, butter, yeast, and eggs.
Okay, you're close. You're close. Brad, BBYE.
Bring your I have no idea.
Bagels, bananas, yogurt, and eggs.
You had to have them at the breakfast bar.
Not only at the breakfast bar,
you
had to have those anytime, maybe in the middle of the night. The guest comes down and says, "Oh, I'm a little hungry." You say, "This is closed, restaurant's closed, that's closed." But I can get you some bagels, I can get you a banana, I can get you some yogurt, I can get you an egg. Right? You had to have Tabasco with the boiled eggs. Why? To give him a little morning kick. That was it. These were his things that he ran hotels by, right? And so, Brad, here we go, getting into the baked potatoes. He asked this question in these were faxes at the time, and a mass fax. Name something that goes good with aluminum foil. Name something goes good with aluminum foil, right? And
baked potato.
So no one can say anything, right? And he says, "Let me ask you, why at our restaurants are we wrapping the baked potatoes in aluminum foil to cook them?" But then Brad, he took it a step further. We're at a hotel and he's in the kitchen and he opens the case of potatoes. They're already wrapped in aluminum foil. And he's like, "We paid more for aluminum foil? That's stupid. Who did this? The potato's raw. It's wrapped in aluminum foil. Brad from Idaho, I ask you, why? Why are we wrapping potatoes in aluminum foil? Brad, why?"
Because they are absolutely amazing. You put a slit in them, you put your butter in them, you put your bacon in them, you wrap them up, you bake them. The best way to do it is a twice baked potato. So that is where you end up taking the whole potato filling out and mixing all of that in, your sour cream, your butter, your seasoning, your bacon. And then you put it back in that potato and you wrap it in tin foil and then you bake it. And you got to have chives. You got to have extra sour cream. You got to have butter. But everything gets infused inside that potato and the potato skin, which is good for you to eat.
Okay, so you're saying take the raw potato
Mhm.
and put stuff in it,
Mhm.
then wrap it
Mhm.
and bake it.
Mhm.
Not bake it raw and open the potato to nothing. You're saying put stuff in it first.
So the twice bake, you got to bake first. And then you
Okay.
take all the potato filling out,
Mm-hmm.
mix all your stuff in there, put it back into the potato skin and bake it. But
Okay.
other than that, what you're talking about is, yeah, open up the potato, put your butter, put your bacon, put your chives, wrap it up in tin foil, throw it in the oven, and it will come out primo.
We're going to distribute this episode of NRG This Week to all of my former Vista host colleagues. And we'll have a great conversation about those potatoes. See, we didn't talk about sports, Mike, but we did talk about culinary arts. Huh?
I see.
All right. So, Brad, tell us about your company.
So I work for a company called Service Center Pros. Um, we are a 100% US based call center, if you will. Chadwick, the owner of the company, he started it in the latter part of 2018. He used to be a financial advisor, and it was kind of a fluke how it ended up happening. But his whole idea about it is, running a business keeps you busy, even though, the last thing you need to do is hassle with hiring, training, managing your employees. And we come in at about a quarter of the cost for one employee in the office, and we take care of all the back end work, if you will. We do inbound, outbound scheduling, dispatching. We do web design. We also monitor um, social media posts, so we can answer the customers within 1 to 2 minutes compared to 1 to 2 days.
Right on. And you handle inbound calls. Is that right? I think you said that, or before the show you told me that it's inbound calls. Now, are you just the information housing area? Like the type of call center that says, "Yeah, I'm sorry, they're closed right now. Give me the information. I'll send it to them. You send an email to whoever, and they call them back later." Or do you complete the transaction?
We complete the transaction. All of our agents, all of our virtual receptionists, they know everything about the company, the industry that they're answering for. So we have, once again, we're in like majority of trades, but we do chiropractors, lawyers, CPAs. But every single one of our agents is trained in that field, so they know who they're answering for. And if a customer has a question about a broken pipe or a drain that's not working, they can actually answer that question and get it booked for the
Okay.
client.
I like it. I like it. So, seeing how I'm retired from the hotel business, I know who you're going to call to educate your call center personnel on the hotel industry. I know y'all going to give Uncle Leon a call,
Of
right?
course. Yes.
Talk a little baked potatoes on the side, but I know you can always call me. And so, with this, one of the benefits that I hear you saying, and I think it's right, that it provides the service. It frees the owner, manager, whoever up to do other things, right? Allows them to have a life away from the office phone, nothing coming to the cell phone, right? It's got to be something that they appreciate doing, right? Having you available to them. And the part that I really like, and folks can email me, call me, I don't care. I like it as US based, right? I'm tired of getting on the phone and I ask people, well, where are you? Where are you anyway? I'm in the Philippines. I'm in Bangladesh. Like, I don't want to talk to you, but I don't have a choice because that's the way they got it set up. I want to talk to somebody in the United States. That's what I want. So I'm glad that that's going on. So what's like one of the big industries that y'all work in? Don't name companies, but I think you say chiropractic. What else is really big for y'all?
Basically painters, HVAC, plumbers. We can handle pretty much all of the trades, landscaping, things like that.
Right on. I like it. Here's what we're going to do now, Brad. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back from break, it'll be you and Mike going one-on-one right here in the online broadcasting studio. That's right. Get it ready. Get it ready. Right here. Folks, you are watching NRG This Week. To learn more about NRG, check out their website. That's nrg.online. We'll be right back after this short break.
At Rod's Car Repairs, we work on all cars, old cars, new cars, and your car. Car Repairs by Rod.io.
Baked by Brianna has been your Baltimore hometown bakery since 1969. Located in Roxton Plaza, Baked by Brianna. Visit bakedbybrianna.io.
From the creative team that brought you the Browning Project and Dead by Morning comes a new thriller that will change the way you look at white-collar crime forever. Falling from the Sky.
Water. It's everywhere. We drink it, we bathe with it, we cook with it. Coffee's made with water. Toilets won't flush without it. It's used for washing clothes, dishes, utensils, pots, pans, floors, and our teeth. Plants and crops need water, animals drink it, and fish need it too. And don't forget, we can have a lot of fun in the water. Water. What would we do without it?
I'm Leon Thomas with the Leon Thomas Group. Podcast, virtual events, webinars, streaming shows, and so much more. We want to be your partner in all things virtual.
And welcome back to NRG This Week. Those videos, commercials you saw, all done in-house by the Leon Thomas Group. To learn more about us, check out our website. That's theleonthomasgroup.com, or it could be theleonthomasgroup.com. So Brad, one more quick question. The agents that work for you, are they home-based like all over the country, or do they have to move to Idaho to work for you?
No, we are a 100% home-based company. So we have agents in New York, Florida, Kansas, Oklahoma, Montana, Wyoming. Our biggest group is here in Idaho, but we also go clear to Washington State.
Oh, right on. Right on. So you could hire me here in Maryland.
Yes, we could.
I can do that. Listen, thank you for calling Joe's Chiropractic, where we break your bones, but you feel good. I'm Leon. How may I help you? Look at that, huh? How's that?
Exactly.
Good?
You were perfect.
Good. Pretty good. All right. I'm back and away. You and Mike have a great conversation. See you shortly.
Thank you, Leon. So, Brad, we've gotten to know each other since you joined NRG not real long ago, 5, 6, 7 weeks. Got a question I just thought of while you and Leon were talking, and I'm sure this might be the toughest one I asked you. So you've got a company that's doing these these services that you do, if you were to take them over, I'm sure you've done some cost analysis, things like that. Can you save a company 50%, 70%, X amount of dollars a month? How do you try to quantify that when you're dealing with Joe and he's the owner and you're like, if we bring our service in, it's going to save you blankety, blankety, blank. So I'll try to have you answer each in about 2-3 minutes, but how would you answer that question? How much can you save my organization?
So it basically comes down to what your pain points are. If you're missing calls and your ticket price is only, $20, it's not going to really be worth it. But if it's $250 and upwards, we're definitely worth it, because you got to figure if Joe wants to hire a secretary or an office manager, they're going to spend anywhere between $6,000 to $8,000 a month, plus have to worry about benefits, workman's comp, and all that. They don't have to worry about hiring an employee and trying to train them, because all of our agents pretty much know what the client is going to be in, whether it's plumbing, HVAC. So they end up spending, instead of the $6,000 to $8,000 a month and all the benefits and everything, they'll only end up spending anywhere between $1,000 to $1,500 per month. And they get somebody that answers the phone for them 7 days a week, 365 days a year. They don't have to worry about that employee not coming in for a week or whatever that might be.
So, I love your answer. One of the things I wrote down was lost opportunities. If they don't have your company and they're missing phone calls, they're missing opportunities. So, you can't have that happen. So I totally get it. Talk about one of your clients as far as their testimonial to you, whether you saved them percentage or this, or you just took some anxiety off. I love that Leon talked about you don't have to have the owner doesn't have to have the cell phone by his ear nonstop, because I know the texting, the email, the Facebook, the LinkedIn, the WhatsApp, the Signal. Holy cow, the people are communicating in like 6-7 ways. They don't even pick up the phone or drop a message by horseback or whatever. It's just so much stuff out there. So talk about one of your clients, and without mentioning their name, their testimonial that they've come back to you and said, thank you, here's what you've done for our organization.
So I can't just go with one. We have multiple. And I want to go back to the point of when you said, missing a phone call. We have a franchise that we answered the phone for. It was only going to be a $1,500 job. But once they went out and did what they did, they ended up with a $2.2 million contract.
Wow.
That company. All of our clients, they give 5-star ratings. We've never had anything less, due to the fact of they're actually able to go out and do what they want to do, whether that be a plumber, a painter, or whatever. One of our other franchises, we've had quite a few come on, and every single one of the franchisees have said, you have made my life so much easier. I don't have to worry about not being able to get to the phone while I'm underneath a house or whatever that might be, or painting a house. They can look at their phone and see that they have 20 new appointments for the next day, and didn't have to worry about whether they were solicitors or robocalls, because we answer those. We don't charge for those. So we've had nothing but a 5-star review this whole time the business has been going.
That's awesome. And what I'm hearing is you take care of the details so they can go out and build the revenue. And I love that 2.2 million. And I love that about what you do. So Chadwick asked you to find another networking group. You start doing research. I'm sure you found a ton of them. What was it about, 2-part question. What was it about NRG that intrigued you I think I know the answer, but I want our audience, and this will be put on our YouTube channel. People could be looking at this, Brad. It could be 2030. It could be 2040. It could be 2064, and I'm 100, and you're a little bit younger, and I've been married more than 102 days. What was it that you saw online that intrigued you about NRG? And then what's been your experience? I know you and I have worked close together. I love what you do, and you and our personalities mesh really well. I know if you lived here in Maryland, we would have had dinner over and over again, and not a baked potato dinner, but other stuff as well. But what was it that you saw online that you liked, and what's been your experience with NRG?
You know, Chadwick did send me out. We were with another networking group. He's been in 7 years. You know who it is, but we just weren't seeing the ROI from that, and so he told me to go out and find another networking group. And I went down a rabbit hole, and I found you, of course, and NRG. And I tell you what, it is since we are a 100% work from home business, and Chadwick and I are the only sales people, if you will. It was great because, one, when I first met you, you gave me 3 referrals right off the bat. And then when we ended up joining, you gave me like 30 in 5 minutes, maybe 10, But it was great because they were warm. It's not like other networking events that we've been in, because you do a 3-way text to do a warm intro to somebody to me, and vice versa. And then every time I go to one of the meetings, I end up with another 3 to 8 referrals, if not more, that it's so easy to get the referrals for the business that you're doing. It's absolutely amazing.
I love that answer, Brad. I love that answer. Thank you very much. All right. One more question for you. What have I not asked you? Take 2-3 minutes that you would like to talk about. Is there a part of your business that you haven't focused on at the meetings or here today at NRG this week? It could be about you. It could be a testimonial. We won't talk about snow and cold because I'm sick of that. But take 2-3 minutes. Maybe there's a different part of your business that you would like to talk about. But I love working with you. You represent. I told Chadwick you're doing great. What would you like to share in the last 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll bring Leon back?
Literally, there's not a lot that I would like to share. That Chadwick and I are going more towards franchises, and everybody that's in NRG, they've given me quite a few people to connect with, and I have nothing that I really need to say about that, because NRG is just amazing for the referrals that you get that are warm, and you, Mike and Lori, and everybody else, they focus on what you're asking for, and I'm just amazed.
I appreciate that. I've been doing this 25 years, so Leon and I know a gentleman named Cal Ripken who played baseball for the Orioles for 18. I say I'm the Cal Ripken of networking. Show up every day, do your best, serve your members. And, there's days I'm tired or whatever, or there's days I'm frozen. And I'm here. Leon's making fun of me now. But no, it's been great having you here, Brad. I am going to turn it back to this incredible young man whose family, he's got a lot of family members that are about 100, 102. They're drinking the water, they're eating the potatoes, they're doing what they need to do. So back to you, Leon, in Studio 54, where disco never dies in the Mike Witter household.
I know that my uncle eats sausage, rice, and eggs for breakfast. I know that he eats something sweet, a cake or pie, every evening with ice cream. I know that he likes decaf coffee. I'm going to have to ask him about baked potatoes. And if he says yes, we're going to ask, do you cook it in aluminum foil? If he says yes, we got something.
You got to try it.
You
got to try it. You got to
Right
try
on.
it. It'll be the best one you've ever had.
All right. We'll see where it goes. But folks, you want to check out Brad's company. Their website is, our producer's going to show it to us now. Their website is servicecenterpro.com. Get yourselves off the phone. Your phones could get answered when you're not there. Just so many reasons you want to get in touch with Brad. Brad, something you didn't talk about, we'll reference it real quickly. Often folks that work at call centers and companies like yours are better at sales than folks that are actually in their own companies, right? Because they're trained more. Right? So that's something else to think about. So, Brad, it's great meeting you. Great conversation. Glad you're here.
It was great to meet you too. And yes, to go along with your statement, our agents, they do not want to do sales, but they actually do more sales than what Chadwick and I do, because when a customer or another client calls in, they see how personable our service is, and they love it. So they want to have that same with their customers.
Right. Absolutely. Love it. Again, that's servicecenterpro.com. And if you want to get in touch with Brad directly, that's brad.h@servicecenterpro.com. And again, to get in touch with Mike, the CEO and founder of Network Referral Group, absolutely the best networking organization in the world. I'm saying it, but Brad said it too. That's nrg.online. You can send Mike a text. Don't shoot him a text. No, send him a text at 443-756-9656. Folks, that's it for today's show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on NRG This Week. Take care, everybody.
Take it easy.